Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is Dushantai Kalichun, and I am part of the postgraduate team from Asia Pacific University. And today, with utmost pleasure, we would like to host a webinar regarding actuarial science. And the theme of today would be Beyond Numbers and the Evolving Role of Modern Actuaries. I would like to thank you all to be present here today. Again, good morning to those who are in Malaysia, morning to those in the same time zone, and good afternoon, good evening to those who are in a different time zone and joining us right now. Um, Thank you for being here today. And we know there's people from different backgrounds trying to understand uh, the actuarial profession and how it's evolving in today's world. And actuaries traditionally, I would say, actuaries, we would tag them with working in insurance industries, financial industries, and also risk assessment. But I would say in today's world where technology is evolving, the role of actuaries as well are evolving. And today, in different organizations, actuaries' roles have expanded to being advisors, business analysts, data analysts, dealing with a lot of different numbers, analytics as well. So, in today's presentation, uh, we will explore and all the exciting developments in terms of the actuarial field, and why choose APU as your institution where you can actually proceed with your actuarial studies program, be it for undergraduate and even for postgraduate studies. Without further ado, I would like to introduce our speaker for today, Mr. Ong Leki, who is part of our actuarial science department. And today, Mr. Ong Leki will brief you in terms of why choose APU for your actuarial studies, and also how all the different professional bodies comes into play. So when we talk about actuarial science, we talk about the professional bodies such as the IFoA, Institute and Faculty of Actuaries. We talk about the SOA, the Society of Actuaries, and we do also talk about the causality of actuaries as well. So Mr. Ong will brief you a bit regarding these things. And without further ado, Mr. Ong, I will pass you the floor so you can start your presentation. Thank you.
Okay, so you can see my screen, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Licky. I'm the Actuarial Studies Program Leader from APU, Asia Pacific University. So at the postgraduate level, we have Master of Science in Actuarial Science. And then we have two specialisms. The first one, we have the specialism in business analytics, and the other one is the specialism in economics. At the undergraduate level, we also have a Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Studies, and we also offer two specialisms, data analytics and financial technology. So today I will focus on our Master of Science in Actuarial Science. So our programs are recognized and accredited by the professional bodies. We have the IFoA based in the UK, the SOA based in the US, and the other one is the Casualty Actuarial Society, also based in the US, but they focus on the general insurance. Okay, so I will focus on the IFoA because the IFoA they are the only professional body that allow Malaysian students to apply to claim exemptions. Under the IFoA, so you can see this is the the exam structure offered by the IFoA. The core principles we have CS12, CM12, and CB123. So S means statistics, M means mathematics, and B means business, including finance, economics, and management. So you have to complete these core principles examinations, and then you continue to core practices. We have CP1, CP2, CP3. P means practice, and you earn 2 years of experience, then become an associate of the IFoA. And then we move on to the fellowship exams. You can see that you have you have a list of so many examinations, but don't worry, you just have to pass any two. Okay, those with the actual science background, I believe you know this one already. That for the specialist principles, you just have to pass any two, choose and pass any two. For example, if you're working in the life insurance company, maybe you can do SP1 and SP2. They're more related to the life insurance business. Okay, then the specialist advanced, you just have to write and pass any one. For example, you can do SA1, health and care advanced if your practice is a health insurance. So the total over here, we have 7 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. The total is 13 examinations. And then a total of 2 plus 1 year of experience. Then you become a fellow of the IFoA. And then at APU, if you achieve the required standard, you can be eligible for exemptions for CS12, CM12, and CP123. I will explain the standard later. Okay. So just for your information, our degree program also provides exemptions from CS12, CM12, and CB12. Okay, but again here, today I will focus on our Master of Science in Actuarial Science. Yeah? So I'll be talking about the modules mapped to these subjects, CS12 and CM12, as well as CP123, and what are the rules and methods to obtain the exemptions. Just for the information, APU is the first university in Asia to provide exemptions from CP1, CP2, and CP3. So we offer our Master of Science program last year, and then we have already graduated the first page of the students. Both students, they got CP1, CP2, and CP3 upon graduation. And then the second batch, we have about 11 students. So our estimate is that around 8 out of the 11 students, they will get CP1, CP2, CP3 as well. Okay, this is the course structure of our Master of Science in Actuarial Science. You can see that we have T1, T2, T3. T1 is semester 1. So semester 1, you have 6 compulsory modules. Semester 2, you have 3 compulsory modules and then 2 elective modules. Semester 3, you have 3 modules. 1 is compulsory, 2 are elective, and you have 1 industry-based project. Okay, so our program, okay, with the compulsory modules, you will have exemptions from CP1, CP2, and CP3. Okay, you will have to take the compulsory modules. And then if you achieve the required standard, again, I'll explain the standard later, you get CP1, CP2, and CP3. So for elective 1, okay, you can see that elective 1, you have 3 modules over here. You have actual statistics 2, you have business intelligence systems, and you have managerial economics. Yeah, so it depends on what you need. If you want exemptions from CS1, then you will have to take the first module, AS2. If you already have CS1, you can take something else. You can take the second or the third modules. So you will have the either the business intelligence systems or you have the managerial economics. Okay, so and then for example for elective 2, if you want CM1, you can take the first module, actuarial mathematics 2. If you already have that, you can take the second and the third module. Yeah, so it depends on what you need, because some people, they graduated from a degree with they already have exemptions from CS12 and CM12. They do not need to repeat the same thing, right? Okay, then they can take the second and the third modules of the elective. So if they take all the second modules, like the first one, you have the business intelligence systems. The second one, you have the behavioral science, social media, and marketing analytics. And the third one, economics for business analytics. And the last one, advanced business analytics and visualization. Then on the transcript, we will mention that you have a specialism in business analytics. If you take all the third modules, then you will have the specialism in economics. So if you take all the first module, then it will be just about the program without the specialism. But it is when your focus is on the exemptions. Okay, it could also be a mix and match. For example, the first elective you take AS2 because you need CS1. But if you already have CM1, you can take the second module, behavioral science, or you can take the third module, econometrics and casual inference. It is up to you. Yeah. But if you do the mix and match, then it means that you don't have the specialism. But that's fine because your focus is the exemptions. Okay. Okay. So what are the rules to obtain the exemptions? At APU here, we have two methods. The first one is a block exemption, and the other one is a subject by subject exemptions. And these are the modules. So we have AS12, RMSM12, AM12, FERR12, Actual Practice 12, and AIP, modeling, and professional communication. These are for the exemptions for CS12, CM12, and CP123. Okay, so the first method is called the block exemption method. Okay, so you can see that we have AS12, 50%, 50%, right? RMS is 12, also 50%, and so on. They're all 50%. It means that we have equal weight. Okay, if you obtain 40 or above in each of these module, 40 or above in each of these module, and then you get 65 or above from all these 8 modules, an average of 65 or above from all these 8 modules, then you will attend exemptions from CS12 and CM12. That means we look at the average. Okay, so and this method we call it the block exemption. Okay, so just in case if you do mix and match, for example, you already have CS12 and you want to have exemptions from CM12, then you'll be taking the modules mapped to CM12 only. That means you'll be taking AM12 and FELR12. Okay, if there is a case, then you will have the subject by subject exemptions. Okay, so for example, AM1 and AM2, if the weighted average, which is just average because they have equal weight, is at least 65, then you get CM1. Okay, for example, AS12, if the average is at least 65, you get CS1. Okay, so this is the subject by subject exemptions. Yeah, so this also apply when you do not attend 40 or above in each module. Maybe, for example, the AS1, you only have like 35. Okay, then you don't have the block exemption. Then we're going to use the subject by subject exemptions. Yeah, at least you get something. And then for CP papers, we only offer this as some subject by subject exemptions. This is required by the IFoA. So AP1, AP2, and AIP, these 3 subjects, if the weighted average is at least 65, you get CP1. Modeling in actual analytics, MAA, this is just one single module. This is mapped to CP2. If you get 65 or above on this one single module, you get CP2. Okay, the last one, the professional communication. Again, if you get 65 or above on this one single module, you get CP3. Okay, so this is the exemptions rule for our Master of Science program. Okay, so why are exemptions so important? Those who have the actuarial science background, I believe you should understand why it is important to have the exemptions, because if you write the exams on your own, it's going to take you 4 to 6 months to prepare for just one single examination. Okay, and each exam is actually equivalent to 2 to 4 university modules. So imagine you have to study a lot, okay, just in one single exam. So you also have to prepare for the exam. So you have to purchase the expensive study materials. If that is the UK exam, then you have to pay pounds. For example, CS1 and CM1 and CS2, you can see the cost for the study materials. It is 305 pounds. So if you convert to Malaysian ringgit, it's going to be around 1,500 ringgit Malaysia. Yeah. So CM1, CM2, and CS1, you have 273 and so on. CP1 is around 500 pounds. Okay, but if you study at APU, you don't have to purchase any of this because we will provide you with everything: the study materials, the slides, tutorial questions, practice questions, sample exam questions, and so on. And we do have these materials in the library, so you don't have to purchase anything. You can save the money. Okay, and also the exam fees. You have to pay, for example, for CM subjects, you have to pay 310 pounds. That is around 1,500 ringgit Malaysia. Okay, and then CP1 650. Yeah, that is over 3,000 already, 3,000 ringgit. If you fail, then you have to pay again. It's not just money, but you also have to spend the time on studying, preparing for the exam again. Okay, So if you do our Master of Science program, you just have to focus on our modules, the exams, in-course and exams. And if you achieve the required standard, you don't have to worry about this one, the fees, the time, okay? And also the last one, the passing rate. The passing rates have been very low. So for example, okay, this is the September 2024 sit-in. These are the examinations offered by the IFoA. You can see that the very first paper, CM1, the pass mark, it was 58 only. But only 30% of the candidates or the students, they passed the exams. Okay, CM2, it is a bit higher, it's 46, but it's still less than 50%. CS1 is 50, CS2 less than 50%. CP1, 44.2%. Okay, CP2, 60, and CP3, 57.1%. You can see that the passing rates are pretty low. Yeah. So again, if you do usually with the exhibitions, you just have to focus like whatever we tell you to do. We give you the instructions. We will have the teaching materials, the study materials, questions, banks, practice, the tutorial questions, and so on. Okay. So if you have exemptions, you don't have to worry about the passing rates. Yeah. Okay, so many of our master students, they actually graduated from our degree program. So what they do is that firstly, they pursue our Bachelor of Science in Actuarial Studies program. They earn exemptions from CS12, CM12, and CB12. And then they continue to do our Master of Science in Actuarial Science for 1 year. They get exemptions from CP1, CP2, CP3, and what is left is CP3, right? So they will continue to work, and then they, at the same time, they will write CP3 on their own. After they have gained 2 years of work experience, they can apply to become an associate of the IFoA. So you can see that the total is going to be 3 plus 1 plus 2 years. That's 6 years. That is the fastest track to become an associate of the IFoA. Nowadays, employees, they don't just look at, they don't just focus on your results like examinations and the exams. They also want to see whether you have the necessary skills to work with other people, to work in the industry or not. So every year, we will have many mega activities for the students. You either join activities or you can you can join as a volunteer. For example, you organize the activities. This is something to boost your CV. Okay, so they during the interview, they ask you the question. For example, do you possess any leadership skills? Can you give an example? But if you have done that, you'll be able to talk about it. Yeah. So this is the Actuarial Summit. It was last year in 2025. We invited ministry for the opening speech. We also invited people from the industry, professionals from the industry, so that we had the panel talks. We have 2 panel talks, and we also had a career fair. We also had the case competitions for the students. It's not just for our students, but also the students from other universities. Okay, so that the people that get to know each other, and it's also a good opportunity for you to meet with working professionals for the networking. Okay, we also have this is our the math competitions for our own APU students. Again, you can either join the activities, join the competitions, or you can help us organize the competitions. So that this is something for you to develop the skills in the campus. Okay, we also send students to conference. Like last year, this is the IFoA Asia conference. You can see the first picture, they are our undergraduate students, and the second picture, they are our master students. And this is a very good opportunity for you to do the networking because we have the opportunity to meet with the professional from the industry. Okay, the career options. So yeah, the primary career option is going to be actuary. That means to be working in the life insurance companies, general insurance companies, banks, investment firms, um, and then you can become a data analyst, data scientist, data engineer. It could also be a risk analyst, financial analyst, business analyst, and financial planning advisor, investment portfolio manager, regulator, and with a master degree, you can even become a lecturer, professor, working at the universities. Okay, so these are The life insurance companies, they hire actuaries in Malaysia. Okay, I believe it's not just limited to these companies. For example, we have Great Eastern Life, AIA, Tokyo Marine, Etika, Manulife, Sun Life. Okay, so you can see that it's a lot of employers looking for actuaries. And then the general insurance companies, AIG, Etika, Liberty, and so on. So actually, many of our students, Master of Science students, they're actually from these companies. So they work in these companies for a while, and then they realize that they really need to pass the exams. So they don't want to spend too much time on preparing for the exams. So they come here to do a 1 year master degree program. They get exemptions, and then they return to the industry with a higher pay. Banks as well. Within the banks, we're doing for example, the portfolio management, the credit risk management, and so on. And then consulting firms, the Big Four, EY, KPMG, PwC, Deloitte, they hire actuaries. What they call is that they do the risk management. Okay, but it's basically just actuarial science. It's the same thing. And there are also consulting firms. They focus on just the actuarial science service. For example, actuarial partners, Bayes, actuarial solution, and JP Wall. The emerging field, we have data science and fintech as well. Grab, Shopee, MoneyLion. You can search JobStreet. You can see that these companies are actually hire actual graduates or actuaries. Okay. Our teaching staff, we have people who focus on research, and Miss Dr. Anissa graduated from UITM. And we also have people that focus on teaching. Zabatil graduated from the UK, Manchester, UK. And myself, I'm from Canada. Nicholas from Hyderabad, UK. We also have industry-based teaching staff. Miss Kering, she is an associate of the SOA, uh, graduated from the US. Miss Anista, she is a fellow of the SOA. She also graduated from the USA, Drake University. We also have Mr. Amin, FIA, fellow of the IFoA. He's from South Africa. Okay. Okay. Dushan, you can take over from here.
Thank you, Mr. Ong.
Thank you.
That was a very insightful part from your side, and now students can understand a bit more in terms of the different exemptions, the different, I would say, pathways they can actually go for the actual science career. So again, it all boils down to why did we organize this webinar today? I'm sorry. Why choose APU as an institution for your actual science journey? There are few, I would say, reasons that we've pointed out. We do maximize your edge in terms of getting you the maximum of exemptions on these professional bodies that Mr. Ong has spoken about. We do also have a strong academic foundation, so our modules are reviewed every now and then, so that we are up to date with to the industry level. And also, we have a high demand skill. There's a high demand skill in terms of APU graduates itself, and I would say that also what we are proud about with APU is that our industry collaborators, it's huge. We have we have organizations that we partner with, not only in Malaysia, but globally as well. So we are here to actually help you in terms of getting yourself into the industry as well once you graduate. And we do have global career opportunities, just like how I said. We do not only partner with Malaysian universities, Malaysian industrial partners, but we do also collaborate with different other industrial partners around the world as well. Next. All right, telling you guys a bit in terms of the program structure. We do offer a full-time mode for the MSc in Actuarial Science. The full-time mode would be on a duration of 1 year. So basically, for those who do not come from an actuarial background, we do provide what we call a foundation prerequisite modules to actually get yourself in line with the other people who have an actuarial background. So that foundation program, it lasts for 1 month, and then you start with your core modules. Core modules will last roughly about 11 months. So all in all, if you study full-time at postgraduate level in the field of actuarial science, you can expect 1 year of study. Normally, the classes would be from 8:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Again, not 8:30 to 6, but roughly about 4 to 6 hours of classes per day. And exams would be conducted on Saturdays, and submissions and everything would there would be certain deadlines. Next. Well, we do also offer the part-time mode of study for those working adults who can't actually commit to a full-time study, and we hear you out. So basically, we do offer also a part-time structure in terms of our MSc in Actuarial Science. On a part-time structure, it would be in between 2 to 3 years of study. There's about 15 modules to complete, and you do take one module at a time as a block. So on a period of 2 months, you sign up for one module, and then consecutively, you sign up for the next one until you finish all the 15 modules. You do also have a project to work on, not to forget. And classes would be normally on weekdays after working hours. After working hours, I'm talking about Malaysian time, so 7:30 until 9 p.m. And we do have classes on weekends as well, Saturdays and Sundays. For those who would like to have more information regarding the timetable, please do drop a comment. We will get back to you. And do drop a comment together with your WhatsApp number and your email address so that we can get in touch with you and then brief you further regarding the part-time structure. Next. Entry requirements, something really important. I think a lot of you might have questions regarding that. So entry requirements, it varies definitely. As you can see on the screen, someone who can have a bachelor's in actual science, mathematics, or statistics with a minimum CGPA of 2.75 out of 4 can actually join the program. But there's other different, I would say, variations of the requirements. Do get in touch with us. We will evaluate your academic transcript, your bachelor's certificate, your bachelor's transcript, together with your CV, and we will advise you in terms of your eligibility. For those international students, if your bachelor's was conducted in English, you can always provide us with what we call a medium of instruction letter to get you an exemption on any English proficiency certificate, such as IELTS, TOEFL, or lingua skill, so on and so forth. But for those whose bachelor's was not conducted in English, definitely you will have to provide us with an English proficiency certificate, IELTS with a band of minimum 5.0, TOEFL IBT with a minimum mark of 40, and we do also accept different other English proficiency certificates, so do get in touch with us. We will evaluate and advise you from our end. Next. Your next step starts here. For those interested to join our MSc in Actuarial Science, we have an intake upcoming on the 3rd of August. There is still time for you to join. For those international students who might think the visa might be an issue, do not worry, because for those who come from an actuarial studies background, you will be exempted from the foundation modules. So technically, you would be starting a month later than the 3rd of August. And for those Malaysians who would like to join us, we do still have availability. Please do get in touch with us. We will evaluate your results and provide you with an offer. In terms of the tuition fees for Malaysians, it's roughly about 38,800 ringgits. And for international students, it's roughly about 42,000 ringgits. So if I convert that into USD, that would come roughly to about, I would say, 10,000 to 12,000 USD. But again, do get in touch with us so we can provide you with a breakdown of the fees regarding your visas, regarding your, I would say, enrollment fee, so on and so forth. Next. Well, we have a dedicated postgraduate team. You might see my name as well over there. So I'm part of the team. Just like myself, we have roughly about, I would say, 8-9 other postgraduate counselors. We are here to help you out. We will drop down our contact details in the comment below later on. do get in touch with us. We'll be able to provide you with an in-depth counseling session regarding your study pathways, especially into actuarial science, be it for bachelor's or for master's as well. We are here to help you out. Thanks. Definitely, in terms of application, you may directly apply online to our website. Our response time would be a few minutes to few days. I would say roughly to a maximum of 3 days. And in terms of the documents that you guys have to submit for us to be able to evaluate and provide you with an eligibility letter, or an offer letter, that would be a bachelor's certificate and your transcript, and a grading scale for your bachelor's, because Malaysian grading scales is out of 4. Certain countries, we do know the grading scales is out of 20, out of 5. So do send it to us with a grading scale so we can convert it into the Malaysian grading scale and advise you on your eligibility. Do submit your CV and IELTS proficiency, English proficiency if your bachelor's was not conducted in English, and any other supporting documents. We do offer scholarships as well to a maximum of 30%. Do get in touch again with us. We will advise you in terms of the scholarship as well. With that being said, I would like to thank everyone who is here today. And definitely for those who have questions, please do drop your questions in the comment. We would reply to you. If we don't have any question right now, probably later on you can drop your questions. We will get in touch with you and answer your queries. With that being said, I would say thank you very much for those who've attended today. Thank you, Mr. Leakey, for being our speaker and for telling us a bit more in terms of the actuarial field. With that being said, I would like to end the session and thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for. Okay, we have one question in the chat. Hi, for part-time, if I can't attend classes physically, can I join online? All right, for part-time, we provide it in a hybrid format. All right, so for those working adults during weekdays, you guys would be on a hybrid mode. So those who can attend the classes during weekdays online, you guys can do it. And for those who can be on campus, you guys can be on campus as well. So that's a bit about it. And I see there's another question. Hi,
Okay, I think I can do this.
Yeah. All right.
The assessment, right? The weightage for the assessment, it depends on the modules. Most of the modules we have 60% for the exam and 40% for the in-course. The in-course can be lab tests, which means that you will have to use Excel, or you have to use other programming software like R and Python to complete the questions. Usually the in-course is at 40% and the final exam is at 60%.
All right, I think we've had our question and answer session, and definitely for those who still haven't commented anything, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us. We will be posting our contact details on the chat. Thank you everyone for being here today, and thank you for your time. Thank you for the effort to be able to come and attend this webinar regarding actuarial studies. Thank you very much, and we'd like to end the session now.
Thank you, Tushan.
Bye-bye.